Want to help support the channel? Then why not check out the merch that's available from the links below in the description. Help out the channel and get more phenomenal stuff for yourself. And now with that, let's jump straight into the video. Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Dino Fury episode 8 in season 2. I was going to say season 2. So we're talking about that. So if you like Power Rangers, if you like videos, if you like anything Power Ranger related or anything in general, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as turn on all notifications, and also check out the merchandise. It's just a hand that's grabbing the mic. I kind of like that. So yeah, if you want to check that out, link is going to be in the description down below, and let's jump into the review. So pretty much most of these episodes all revolve around the beginning of the base, like the bad Area 62, which I kind of understand, I really do. But do you know what? I quite like it. I like the fact that it's opening up on the bad guy's base most of the time, rather than, what, how do you say, like showing the Rangers and stuff like that. So I kind of really like it. Now, we've had Void Knight effectively defect to the good side, or literally becoming an anti-hero where he doesn't want any harm or anything like that. So what does he go and do? You know, he saves the Rangers. He gives the Rangers information. But now Void Queen wants him dead. She wants him defeated, captured, or whatever. And I generally kind of thought, you know what, that's kind of a bit shit, Void Queen. You kind of think that after he saved you and brought you back to life, you'd be more kind of like, okay, I'm gonna listen, rather than let's just fuck shit up, because that's literally what it is. So I was very kind of like, god damn it, Void Queen. But the one thing is, we see this is like it switches to Void Knight actually being in his human form. You know, obviously no one knows what he looks like. The bad guys don't know what he looks like, apart from a Void Queen. But literally, he's not in his armor and stuff like that. So obviously, he's just walking around. I kind of like the outfit. I just think it really stands out. So you're trying to blend in, just don't wear like leather things over, like belts. Kind of reminds me of Jodie Marsh back in the day. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, god damn it, Jodie Marsh. So Void Knight, or Terek, I want to call him Derek, but Terek, what does he do? He spies on the Rangers, and he literally sends like kind of a camera to kind of watch and listen to it. Now we are at Buzz Blast, and I really do like the building. Like I know they've probably torn it down, but I could imagine like having that as a workstation, being in there like an office. I think that's really, really cool. But unfortunately, what's happened? Yeah, he's just spying on it. So Buzz Blast are gonna reach 10 million subscribers. That's the dream. Help me get to 10 million subscribers by checking that like button, subscribing to the channel. Let's at least try and get a little bit to it. But 10 million subscribers, 10 million subscribers, and they're very kind of close off, and that's really kind of cool. You know, I kind of like Jane in this, because Jane looks really awesome. I feel like she's had a glow up since season 1. You kind of go, but season 2, damn, she's cool. She's not as irritating as what I remember from season 1, but I really do like the character. I think that she does kind of bring a uniqueness now to the team. To the show. That's a word. I'm gonna try and get my words out. Now, I know in this day and age where you don't want to be hacked, for some strange reason, Buzz Blast gets hacked really easily, and I thought it'd be a lot harder, but it gets hacked, and the kind of the person on there is saying, like, you know, telling jokes, and the only way to get the logins and stuff back is if she gets her own show or her own segment. And you kind of think, can you imagine walking into work, be like, hey guys, I'm here to do my segment. You're like, you're the hacker, you're arrested. You kind of think maybe she could have said, like, oh, I want the Power Rangers here, or I want money, or something like that. But no, she wants her own comedy show, and she tells a few jokes, and Ion absolutely adores these jokes. He's loving it. He's like, oh my god, this is amazing. I love it. And I just generally thought, really? Some jokes probably made me laugh, but I really wanted proper dad jokes, but we didn't get it. The main monster for this episode is Track and Slash. And now that he's been sent out with Slifer and Mucus, they are trying to capture Void Knight and kind of bring him in or kill him or whatever they want to do in this. And they obviously they're looking around for the energy signature, the smell. I think it's mainly the smell of Void Knight, and obviously the monsters outside. So the Rangers go out to try and fight, but Void Knight kind of like hides. He's like, shit, I don't want to be like be discovered or anything like that. And it's kind of cool because you get that kind of, how do I say, like the kind of like suspense. Will he get captured? You know he's not, because obviously it's a main thing, but it's like he really wants to kind of hide. It's the suspense that you're gonna get. So I kind of really like this. It felt like more, if this was kind of ongoing for a while, like maybe in season 1, if we had Void Queen come along, and then like for the entire season of season 2, Void Knight is trying to kind of get away, not being captured. That I think would work really well, and I wish they kind of put it in. We get some really good fight scenes, and we get some Sentai scenes, and the Rangers get beaten. And I think I really like this. I like the element now that the Rangers aren't going to be kind of like slammed. They're being beaten, and I really do enjoy that, because it feels more, I don't know, it feels better in my eyes. Like it's like they're not we're the heroes of the day, we're always going to win. So I generally really like this ability that they are just literally getting beaten most of the time, and it's kind of building up that thing. It makes the season more believable, and I absolutely adore it. In the meantime, after this, the Rangers notice that the hacker is at the park, which generally is everywhere, and they turn around and go like, oh, we've never been here before, or something like that. And I was like, you were there a while ago. You were literally on the other side of that fountain training, so you know this. You have been there. So that just made me laugh, because I was just like, you've been there before. So I kind of wish that line was kind of changed. But they meet Mara, or Ion meets Mara, who is the hacker, and she wants her own show. She tells the same jokes, and Ion kind of picks it up and says, that's not fair, you shouldn't be hacking, you know, that's not how you do this. So in the end, Mara feels really, really bad that she hacked an entire corporation really quickly. Meanwhile, there is, I think, another fight. The Rangers meet up again, and they start fighting. And with this, I think like Void Knight saves a civilian, which is good. I feel like that's a much more of a progression of this, rather than just the generic, hey, I'm gonna not do anything. So it shows that his character is there. We get some more really cool fight scenes, more Sentai footage. I think, like, I don't know if this is the most heaviest Sentai footage one, but there's quite a bit of like Sentai footage, which I generally like, and it mixed in really, really well. In the meantime, Mara walks into Buzz Blast and confesses what she's done. Jane's like, what the hell? And then they show the tech that obviously has fallen down earlier, and Mara's like, no, this is not mine. But they kind of like, Mara gives access back to Jane and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of thinking, like, I can't remember if she gets her own show or not, but you kind of think, oh crap, this is something a bit meh. But at least she comes clean and gives access back to Jane and stuff, so she gets her entire corporation back. It's just weird just walking in. I'm the hacker, here's all the stuff, your system is completely outdated. You think they would have IT people on it all the time. I just don't know why they don't. Void Knight helps the Rangers win, and then we kind of close out with the entire, like, Jane dancing and then them reaching 10 million. That's the dream. 10 million. Help me get there, guys. Help me at least get to 100,000 first, and then we can work on 10 mil. So hit the like button, subscribe, as well as like turn on all notifications. With all of this, I think the one thing that irritates me, and I think this is the main thing that I saw, was similar to the storyline in Beast Morphers, where Roxy decided to take on her auntie and completely and utterly like devastate something, and then try and take down the corporation. But then there was no repercussions. It's like, oh, it's silly, slap on the wrist. And I feel like this is the same sort of storyline that they've done with Mara. Hacking into a big corporation and making sure that they can't live stream, effectively shutting down their business, really annoyed me, because there's no repercussions. In fact, it's more like, hey, forget about that, you don't need this, like, don't do it again. And she's like, oh, I won't. For me, it ruined it, because I wanted the repercussions, like, I'm sorry, but you're being arrested, or the police are going to speak to you at least. Show something like that, not reward it. And I didn't like that. I think that if you were to do that storyline, I wouldn't have used Mara at her age. I would have used like maybe someone else that is obviously, like, say, a teenager, so there can be repercussions, and it can say, hey, what your actions show you shouldn't be doing, so in fact we're going to have to arrest you, or the fact that, come and work for us so this doesn't happen. It's one of those two things, because again, it does kind of remind me of the Sony story. It was Microsoft, where some hackers got into Xbox or something and fucked up shit. But then Microsoft were like, hey, you can either go to jail or you can work with us so this doesn't happen again. And I think I would much prefer seeing that than anything. So I wanted repercussions. I feel like when you see these sorts of stories, it kind of takes you out of it. And it's like, oh, so anyone in the Power Ranger universe can do what they want and there's no repercussions. So that really kind of got me. And I think that kind of made me go, oh, this episode's not as great. It's just the little things. Like, some of the parts of the story were fine. Like, I liked some of it, but I think this is just a really big killer for me. I'm just not a huge fan of it. The fact is that you've got, like, everyone after Void Knight now. Love that. I kind of wish that was carrying on for a little bit more, but obviously we know something slightly different later. But yeah, I feel like that's it. So there were kind of the repercussions, which I don't like. I wish there was something to kind of say it, because I don't know if Mara actually has her own show or if she's got to wait a certain age and then she can do. Who knows if Buzz Blast is going to be around. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. What do you think about this episode? Do you think there should have been repercussions as well? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more and hear more and all that, then hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as turn on all notifications. Check out the merchandise, which I'm kind of wearing at the moment. It's just a hand grabbing the mic. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you in a couple of days.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。